Hi there. I'm so happy to be with you tonight. My name is Julie Muse, and I'm honored to be a friend of Abby's, and I'm just excited to be able to participate in this evening. I'm going to start out by sharing with you my story. I was fortunate enough to be introduced to Juice Plus 11 years ago, and I can't believe it's been that long. But my health journey really started a couple years prior. When I was in my early 20s, my mom was in her early 50s, and she ended up getting diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, which, if you're familiar, that's an autoimmune disease, and chances are a lot of you can probably relate to that. Autoimmune disease is the fastest growing area or class of disease right now in America. So a lot of us either struggle with it ourselves, know someone who does, or maybe one of our kiddos is struggling with autoimmune issues. And so that kind of sent me on a journey to try to learn more about what could help my mom, but also what could maybe be helpful to me and my siblings to make sure that we weren't walking the exact same journey. And all of the research that I did told me that I should juice every single day. It kind of taught me that plants had the ability to bring your body closer to homeostasis. And I knew there was no way I was ever going to do that, right? Juicing was too much time, money, mess, expense. But I did get the message that plants were really, really powerful in the human body. So I tried to eat as many plants as I could. This is before I had kids. I would go to the farmer's market once a week, load up on plants, and really try to just use them as a way to keep my body well. So I was years into that journey when my sister invited me to an event to learn about Juice Plus. And I really didn't want to go. I remember the night vividly. I was just back to work with my 4-month-old baby, my firstborn. He's now 11 years old, and I also have a 9-year-old. But I was just back at work, and I just wanted to get home and see him. But I decided to go. And the reason why I went is I remembered that my uncle had taken the Juice Plus plant powders like 17 years prior while undergoing chemotherapy for melanoma. So I thought two things. Number one, I can't believe this stuff is still around. And number two, I can't believe he could take it while undergoing chemotherapy. And that kind of intrigued me. So I showed up that evening, and what I learned blew my mind and truly just instantly made sense for me. And today I love sharing it as the most beautiful mom hack or tool that a mom can have in their tool belt possible. And you're going to understand why when I go through really the story of how it came to be and the 4 things that make it unique. So we have these amazing plant powders, and you may have seen it on the other image, but our powders can be consumed in 3 different ways. So you could swallow them via a capsule, or my kids actually chew these capsules up. So some kids start young enough. They started at 6 months old. You could chew them up with a chewable. That's our little chewable. Or we also have our amazing new superfood powder, which is just the exact same powders that are in our capsules and chewables, but in a drink form. You can pour it into water. My daughter loves this. My daughter loves it all, actually. She wants to come on live and show you how she eats it later. But that is the same plant powder in all of these different products. And it was developed over 35 years ago by a holistic doctor out of Florida. He knew the power of plants, and he ran a clinic where he helped cancer patients juice. But his own dad was diagnosed with lymphoma and given only 3 weeks to live. And he knew if he was going to be able to help him, he had to find a way to get as many of his juices into him as possible. And so he knew he wanted to dehydrate his juices so he could just get as much into him as he could. So back then and still today, we let our plants ripen on the vine. And this piece is really important because just about everything that we buy at the grocery store is picked long before it's vine ripened. And it's when a fruit or vegetable is ready to fall off the vine that it's at peak nutrition. So that is a lot of what we don't get in our normal diet. But these plants are vine ripened. And then he took the whole entire plant, pits, peels, rinds, seeds, parts that we never eat that are full of great nutrition. When's the last time you ate the rind of a lemon, right? And he blended it up like in a big Vitamix. He took the slurry that was left over and he dehydrated that slurry at a cold temperature to preserve the nutrients, and that resulted in this beautiful powder. And this doctor actually ended up pumping his dad full of these powders, and his dad wound up living for 6 more years and actually had quality of life. And that's really the beginning of where these Juice Plus powders came to be. And he found what is today the Juice Plus company 33 years ago. That's how long these powders have been on the market. So I want you to think about all the things that have come and gone in the past 33 years in the name of health. And our powders have stood the test of time. And that's because truth and time walk hand in hand. And the more that time goes by, the more that we realize why these powders are so powerful and so effective in the human body. So I'm going to go through the 4 things that make it unique. And that's because I've now been eating and sharing this product for 11 years. And in just the past couple of years, there are a lot of similar products on the market. And so I want you to be crystal clear about what makes this product stand out. There is no other product in the world that checks the 4 boxes that Juice Plus checks. Some other products may check 1 box. Most don't even check 1, but absolutely none check all 4. And the first is that if you were to take our powders, this is the capsule container, and flip it around, you're going to see a nutrition label. And if you're thinking about your kids, just about every other thing that you could buy for a child, or even for adults, is going to have a supplement label right there. This has a nutrition label because it's actually food. It's actually not even taxed in states that don't tax fruits and vegetables. And if they can tax it, I promise you they would tax it, right? But this has a food label because it's food. And this piece really spoke to me because all the research that I did told me that food is the answer. Food is how we can actually heal the body. And so I was so excited to know this is truly food. Because of this nutrition label, that's also why, I had a 4-month-old baby when I found Juice Plus. But when he turned 6 months old, I opened the capsules and I put the powders directly into his mouth or into his purees. He's actually right here. This is him. He's been having these powders since he was 6 months old. Isn't that incredible? And now he just chews them up. Okay. He thinks he's too cool for school. Okay. So anyway, because it is just food, we can give it to a 6-month-old baby. There's just about nothing else that you would ever give to a 6-month-old baby, but this you can. And again, because it's food. Why is it so important that it's food though? Okay. If you guys want some engagement points, be commenting on my video because every time you comment, you're going to get your name in for a drawing. But I want you to guess, if you could, just how many different nutrients are in an apple. And a lot of people, I actually guessed 1 when I first was asked this question. I thought it was a trick question. I ask everybody this question and I give a really common answer. I'll let you guys guess. I'll see if maybe some people want to try. But common answers are like 12, 28, 32. There's some vitamins, minerals, enzymes. There's probably like 20 different things in this apple, right? Well, the truth is there's actually over 20,000 unique phytonutrients in 1 apple. And it's actually true of all of our produce. They found over 14,000 in 1 avocado. They found over 25,000 in 1 blueberry. It's all of our plants. They have a unique, amazing blend of nutrients. And these nutrients work synergistically in your body. They unlock doorways for each other. They're even more effective when eaten together, which is so cool. But let's say you're thinking about your kids. Your standard multivitamin is going to have about 12. It's going to have about 12 isolated, synthetic, made in a lab, mega-dosed vitamins that we've picked from nature and tried to recreate man-made. And we hoped this would make us healthier. But this never will compare with what nature made. And so because, look at all my props. So because Juice Plus has a nutrition label, you're actually getting all of this. You're not getting isolated synthetic ingredients. So Abby posted a beautiful picture of all of the different plants that are in Juice Plus, and every single one of them has this great profile of nutrients. And I like to say it's not, when you add in these powders, you don't get 30 servings of plants every day, but it's like you went to the farmer's market and you took a bite of every single thing that you saw. It's basically the best gut health diversity hack ever because you're easily getting this wide diversity into your gut. So that's the first thing that makes it unique, is it's actually food, not a vitamin. Second thing is our NSF certification, which is a third party that tests our powders to make sure they're free of any herbicides, pesticides, contaminants known to man. It actually makes it cleaner than the organic produce that you buy at the store. So as a mom, of course, we never want to be investing in something for our child and learn later that, it's full of things that were actually harming them. And NSF is kind of our peace of mind that our powders are pure and tested and clean. The third thing that makes it unique is our research. So these powders are the most researched whole food product in the world. We have over 47 published studies. We have even more underway. These research studies aren't done in like the Juice Plus basement. They've been done at MD Anderson Cancer Center, Yale, Vanderbilt, Wake Forest. some of the most prestigious facilities in the United States and abroad, and published in some of the best journals. And we've even been tested on some of the most vulnerable populations, like pregnant women, children, and cancer patients. And we've just proven over and over again that these powders get into your body and improve your physiology. You don't have to worry about if they're working in your body or your kids' bodies. They are proven to work. I love that my son's eating his Juice Plus as I'm talking. I think he's getting excited. Okay, so that's the third thing. We have just the most incredible research knowing it works in your body. And the last thing is really probably, it still blows my mind and is the most unique thing there ever was. But we have a program called Healthy Starts, which is essentially a buy one, get one, which allows any adult who eats Juice Plus to get it for free for a child in their life, their own niece, nephew, cousin, friend, anyone from age 4 through 25. So 21 free years of these powders. And actually this deal ends up usually making it less expensive than most of the other products on the market. But this is important because our kids' health is really struggling. They say that children born after the year of 2000 are predicted to have a shorter lifespan than their parents. So with all of the advancements that we have, we are doing enough things that life expectancy is actually starting to go backwards. I'm not saying that I believe Juice Plus can fix that, but I do know nutrition is an area where just about every parent struggles. And this is truly just a nutritional seatbelt that you can put on you, like you first, the airbag first, right? And then put on your kids every single day with our Healthy Starts program, which is just amazing. So this all made sense to me back in the day, 11 years ago. I thought, oh my gosh, this is the research I've been doing for years, except I could actually do it every day. I could get it. I could be consistent. And I know that our health is a result of our consistent habits. This is a consistent habit of mine. And I've just seen incredible results. I've seen better sleep, more energy, better mood. I now have these 2 children that I think have been on 3 antibiotics between the 2 of them. They're 9 and 11. They enjoy good health. Yes, they still get sick every once in a while, but they're thriving. And I unfortunately know of a lot of people and a lot of kids who are struggling. And I do believe this nutritional seatbelt is a big part of why they are thriving, because it has been going in and feeding their good gut bacteria for years. And I am just so grateful for it. So thank you guys for watching. Keep checking out. Abby's going to continue to post, and then we will be back up here and wrap it up here soon.